Hey guys, today I wanted to just sit down and do an old school video where I just chat about my favorite things that I'm liking right now. Skincare, makeup, hair, lifestyle, health. That's gonna go in one category. I feel like a few years ago I was just trying so many things all the time, and that was at that time so much fun for me. But now I'm at a place where I like having a more minimalist routine. I still have a lot of products. I will always love products, but I like not having to make a million decisions in the morning when I do my makeup. I like just knowing what I have works, and it just kind of streamlines the process. First up is my mascara, and this deserves an honorable mention because I was out of this for a couple weeks, ordered it, and I did not know where it was, and I ordered it from Amazon because it was on sale, and I was just thinking maybe something happened, maybe it was not a reliable website, I wasn't sure what went on. So I went on my orders and it said it shipped to me, and it was in an Amazon box. I hadn't seen it, but I miss this baby so much. This is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I had 3 other mascaras that I was using since I didn't have this anymore, and my eyelashes were just looking so bad, just thin, sparse. I put this on top of the other mascaras this morning because that's when I found it, but I have tried so many mascaras over the years, and I don't know if you guys remember, I used to love the Benefit Roller Lash. I like this more. The Roller Lash, it was a great mascara, but I feel like it left my lashes a little too crunchy. This is softer. Highly recommend this. Okay, next is a blush. So I get most of my makeup now on the Detox Market. I can just trust all the brands there are reliable. They have all really great non-toxic brands there to choose from. A ton of reviews, so you can just kind of really pick and choose what you're looking for, and I've just found some like really great things that I love a lot. So the first is the RMS Beauty. This is their pressed blush in Lost Angel. This really pretty peachy golden tone. I also have this blush in this matte kind of hot pink color, but it doesn't appear super bright on your cheeks. It's just like a nice flush. But I actually only own 2 blushes now. I realize that people don't notice when you have 20 different blush colors. So I have a peach and I have a pink, and that's all I really need. And these are just so nice. They apply just flawlessly on your skin. They don't look chalky. They kind of sink into my skin. They just give me like a nice, like a pick-me-up and make you look a little bit more alive and happy and healthy. So I love these. Next up is my bronzer by Kosas. This is the medium golden bronze. I think they have 3 different shades, and I think the packaging is just really pretty too. Another Detox Market find. It's not matte, but it looks like shiny when you look at that. It's not glittery. It has a just sheen to it. It doesn't look flat on your skin. It just kind of wakes up my skin. I use this all over. I don't necessarily contour with this, but I don't really contour anymore. I just more put it on the outsides of my face, down my neck, and it just warms up my skin. It's a beautiful shade, and you can darken it too. So say I just want a light flush, I can just use the light application, but if I want it to be a little bit more pigmented, I can add a little bit more product on without it looking heavy on my face. So this is awesome. Okay, I have one hair product that I wanted to share. I don't know how to pronounce this brand, Rawa. It's the Hydration Detangler and UV Barrier Protection for Healthy Hair. This is great for summertime because we are outside all the time, and my hair gets a lot of damage in the summertime. So I spray this all over after I wash my hair, and then I follow up with some type of styling product. So whether that's a volumizing product, maybe an oil, or something that's just more like a treatment leave-in. But this is my first thing I spray on right after I get out of the shower. It's super lightweight, smells so fruity and lovely. It also says it has shine enhancing in here. So I don't know, I just feel like it's a good primer for my hair, and I like knowing that I'm protecting it in the summer. Next I have a couple skincare products. This is so great. This is the brand Herbivore. It's called Prism. It's a 12% AHA and 3% BHA exfoliating glow serum. So I wasn't using any acids in my skincare routine, and I noticed a huge difference when I added this into my, I actually probably don't use this every single day, at least every other day, and when I don't, I notice a difference in my skin. I feel like when I use this, it just makes my skin, well, first of all, it helps with breakouts. I feel like it gets the dead skin cells off. Like it gets that top layer that needs to be refined off. And it's kind of like not gel, it's lighter than a gel. It is a chemical exfoliator, so that helps with cell turnover. And it just keeps your skin looking fresh, looking radiant and youthful. And I find that when I don't use this as often, my skin looks much more dull and there's a visible change in my skin. Another skincare product, this is the brand Face, and they have a bunch of masks that are specific for different things. This is called the period mask, and I use this once a month. I always notice before my period, I'll get a few breakouts around this area. That's like the hormonal spot. Salicylic acid in here, which helps with cell turnover. There's also clary sage, which is antiseptic. It's a good clean option for skincare, and it just works. So what I do with this, actually, you can use it many ways. You can use it as a spot treatment. You can use it like a normal mask. I use it overnight. So after I wash my face, if I feel like my skin is a little irritated, a little hormonal, I will put a thin layer of this all over my face, go to bed, and I wake up and everything has settled. Like all of my pimples feel they just feel like they've healed overnight, and then I wash it off in the morning. I actually used this last night. Sometimes I used to get more of those cystic breakouts, like right after I had Owen, I got a lot of acne. I haven't had many of those recently, but every now and then I'll get one, and I really try not to pop them. If they're like super white, I will pop it, but I try to resist as long as I can. And if I can use this right off the bat, it helps the healing process way more. And they also have a sweaty one, which I have too, for like if you're working out and your face is sweaty, that's a good little treatment as well. So I really like those. Last up for skincare is the Dime Blue Facial Oil. This is also a product that helps with blemishes. Ever since I got this, I use this almost every single day. It's, you know, when you get a product and you just start grabbing for it over other ones, that's how this has been for me. I just love face oils. There's one other brand that I really like. Okay, I'm gonna try to find it and I'm gonna link it down below. It's a face oil from the Detox Market, but I finished it up, so I don't have it to show you. But again, another really good face oil that just feels so soothing to my skin overnight. That one I feel like is a little bit more for dry skin, anti-aging. This one is hydrating, but also really good for blemishes. So if that's you and you want something that's gonna treat your skin overnight, then you would really like this. I've always loved Blue Tansy, so it is like a blue oil. Let me pull it up so you can see. Love the smell of it too. Has really good ingredients in here. It rates really low on the EWG scale. There's also rosehip seed oil, black cumin seed, and yeah, it's supposed to help nourish the skin and help with blemishes. And I just think it also helps just hydrate my skin as well, because all of those nice oils in there. So this is great. Okay, next I wanted to talk about these aren't vitamins, but they're more enzymes that I use pretty frequently, and whenever I mention them, if ever I say the word gluten pill, I get so many questions asking about what they are. Okay, so the brand is Mary Ruth's. I have so many of their vitamins. I just got Andrew some of the men's ones. I use them for the kids and I use them for myself. So our medicine cabinet is a whole arsenal of Mary Ruth's. If you guys are shopping on them, I have a code that you can use for 20% off. So I'll link that down below. It's Kendra20, all caps. Okay, these are the gluten relief enzymes. I have been using these for a really, really long time now. So here's the deal. I don't just eat foods with gluten and take a pill. I use these if there's like that rare time. I rarely eat gluten, but like yesterday, I was craving tiramisu so bad. There's this little Italian place by us, and Andrew and I had gone out to dinner, and I was like, and Andrew wanted a cannoli and I wanted tiramisu. It has a thin layer, the place we go to has a thin layer of like a sponge cake on the bottom. So I took one of these, and it helps with the digestion process. And so I'm not allergic to it. I'm sensitive to gluten. I get really itchy, and then I get really bad stomach aches, and it kind of builds over time. So say I have a little here, a little there, it all of a sudden will appear in a huge stomach ache. So that's why I really try to just avoid it. However, if there ever is that time where I eat something, I'm like, oh shoot, that had gluten in it, I love having these with me. I also love traveling with these because you never know if there's something that you're eating. And it also helps digest, so it says digest carbs and sugar, and it helps with gas, bloating, and lactose, or it says anti-gas, bloating, lactose. The other ones I have are these digestive enzymes. These help digest fat, carbs, and protein. So these I like taking, it says take with food. So I take them before I eat dinner. If we're maybe eating something heavy like pasta or something, or even if it's not heavy, a digestive enzyme works really well with my body. And when I did my whole gut reset, they recommended that I take the digestive enzyme before every meal. Now I don't do that. I probably should. I don't know why it's hard to remember, but if I can remember, I do feel better when I take these before I eat. And the last one is the systemic enzymes. This to me is like this skincare product. I don't even know what exactly it is, but I always feel so good when I take these. Okay, so this says it promotes cellular health, supports joint and muscle health, and sinus health. Now I take these if I'm feeling maybe under the weather, if I'm feeling like my body needs a little bit of a boost. I've been I'm gonna talk about working out a little bit in a sec, but I've been doing Orange Theory, and it's much more intense on my body than when I was doing Pilates. So I find that when I take these, it really helps with my body feeling better. There's a lot of things. Again, when I take these, I just feel overall much better. The other thing that I notice when I take these is my just stomach area feels less bloated. I'm gonna link the exact like web page for these so you can see the description of them and everything that it'll help with. Okay, next up I wanted to talk about my 2 water bottles that I have right now. Okay, I lose water bottles like it's not good. I don't know how I can lose so many water bottles, good water bottles. I go through them very quickly. I had another Stanley, not this one, but I had the one with the straw. I loved it so much. Don't know where it went. Oh, I lost it at my brother-in-law's wedding, that's right. Another one I just got had a Hydro Flask, and I don't know where that went. It's just really unfortunate. I lost Owen's nice water bottle. Maybe I should not allow myself to spend more than $20 on a water bottle, but I still do. I want to talk to you about why I feel the need to have 2 water bottles, because Andrew thinks I'm ridiculous and that I don't need all these water bottles, but I have different uses for them. Okay, so this is the Stanley, the big old one that's always sold out. It's probably sold out right now. If it's not, I'm gonna link it no matter what, but it's always sold out for some reason. I like that it has this handle. It is heavy. It does leak. If this spills on its side, it will leak. I like this because it fits in my cup holder. No big water bottles fit in my cup holder. It's so annoying to me. So that I really like. And I also just like this to have at home. The straw it makes it just easy to drink a lot of water, And something else I've been doing is adding some magnesium to my water or some sea salt. Like, you want some minerals in your water. I've been just following a lot of accounts now where it's like, you don't want to just be chugging water all day long. You need to be adding some minerals to your water to help absorb it. But I do really love this bottle. I also take this with me when I work out because it fits in the treadmill. So I can put that right there. So the one thing I don't like though, it's like a pro and a con, because I like that the straw is right there and it's just ready to drink. But I feel like sometimes it's not very sanitary. Like, I want to fold it down sometimes. And then this is my newest water bottle. The brand is Takaya. And I like that it's made in the USA. I'm not sure about the Stanley. I want to say the Stanley is too. I'm not 100% sure. It's a 32 ounce. I got this actually just from Target. It looks like a Hydro Flask. I like this though more. Like, the handle is very convenient. Simple things, but if you guys are like me and just weird about your water bottles, these are the things that win me over. It's better for travel. Like, if we're going places, if I'm with the kids and I have my diaper bag, I bring this over this because this is gonna leak. This I can put in my diaper bag, but it still has a lot of water. Doesn't fit in my cup holder, but that's okay. So honestly now, like, if I had to pick between these, I would just pick this one now. Just because it can go more places with me. They also have a lot of colors, but they were sold out too. But this has been definitely like a recent favorite of mine. Okay, well, my battery died again, so I took a little break and I made some peach cobbler. It's in the oven right now, and I think it's gonna taste so good. I'm gonna link this recipe. It was so easy. My friend has a peach tree and they're all ripe right now. So I got a bunch of them, and I peeled all the skin off this morning and sliced them up. And I was gonna freeze them for smoothies, but peach cobbler sounded so good. So the bottom has melted butter, and then you pour the batter on top, and then you pour the melted peaches in the sugar. So easy and just looks so yummy. Okay, next I wanted to share, so I don't know if you guys have heard of, it's called Daily Grease Co. I first found them on Instagram. They have really pretty, wait, is my Bible from there? No. So my Bible is from Hosanna Revival, but Daily Grace Co. has really pretty like devotionals. I have their Bible handbook, which is really cool. It goes book by book and it gives you basically like the cliff notes. So say you're reading something and maybe you're not sure what the context is, I can go to my handbook and it just kind of explains everything, and it's just really, really nice to have. They were having a $5 sale and they have tons of stuff. They have notepads, they have highlighters, they have coffee cups, stickers, I think. I also bought some prints. Like, they have so many cute things. But I got some notepads because I go through notepads so quickly. So I got this one, which has the weeks laid out, which is super helpful. I can just put everything that I have going on for the week, and I can just glance at it and see what I have coming up. And then this is just a normal notepad, but I don't know why I'm picky about my notepads. I like to have a lot of space for them. I don't like a ton of stuff going on. I just want some paper, but I also want it to be cute. So I just wanted to share that because they have a lot of $5 sales, and I'll get a couple things. I also got a devotional. A friend of mine is doing a little women's devotion with some of us moms, and so we're gonna use one of those devotionals for that. Okay, next I got a pair of shoes. I love these shoes. They're so comfortable. I wear them with pretty much everything now. They're by Seychelles, and I love this camel brown. Might be my favorite color out of everything. The girls ask me what my favorite color is like every single day, and I'm like, you know, they want me to say like lavender or pink and all. I'm always saying, you know what, my favorite color is probably sage green or like brown. Honestly, those are my favorite colors. So they're made in Italy and they're extremely comfortable, go with everything. I just love them. Aren't they just so cute? Like, I just wear them all summer long, and there's not much else to say about them. I wear bracelets a lot. I don't wear earrings anymore. I have 2 holes in my ears, but I think the second one's pretty much closed up by now. Earrings always just bother me and they irritate my ears. So I typically wear necklaces and bracelets. Most of my necklaces are Ana Luisa, Made by Mary, or Miranda Fry. I'll put those below. So I love like stacking different bracelets. The girls are really into making bracelets right now. So I made this one the other day and I think it turned out so cute. It's the same beads as this one, which I purchased, but I made it myself. So I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna make my own bracelets now. Look at this, isn't this so cute? So these are clay beads and they're really teeny tiny and it takes a really long time and it's a little tedious, but I think it's worth it. The girls made some too. And I feel like, I mean, we have pretty much all like colorful ones, but I would like to buy some tans and some just more white ones so I can make bracelets that I wear all the time. So really fun. And I also feel like it's good for the girls to practice making bracelets. I really like that. Okay, I wanted to mention some shorts too. So I wear jean shorts all the time. They are my favorite. And these have become the ultimate pair of jean shorts. They're by Citizens of Humanity. I am in a size, let's see, 26. I'm usually 27. So they run a little bit big, but they're extremely soft denim and they dry well. I feel like so many of my jeans roll up in the dryer and they become so short. These are soft, they wash well, they dry well. They're just the best ever. They're a little bit of a splurge, but I feel like they're gonna really last me a while and they're not super short, which I like. Okay, these I got because the girls say I wear jean shorts all the time, so I'm trying to wear more dresses and other stuff. So these I found on Banana Republic factory store. I got these in a size small and I've worn them a lot already. I love them. They're these linen shorts. They had a bunch of colors. They're a little more high-waisted, not super short, just extremely comfortable. And they're great for travel because of the elastic waist. Okay, last up, I wanted to share the book I'm reading. This is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Now, I didn't realize when I purchased this book that a movie was coming out and literally every single person is reading this right now. I posted on my Instagram, I asked for book recommendations and I got so many, but this was definitely the majority. And so I got it and it took me a long time to kind of get going in it. I feel like it takes me a long time to just get into a book. But once I got into it, I was very into it. And now I'm more than half the way done. I'm like right here. So at night, Andrew actually goes to bed and the light's still on and I'm reading, which is rare. So far really good. I've heard the end is really good too. I'm just really curious. I'm always craving to read this, which I feel like that's a good thing about a book. You want to crave it. If you guys have any book recommendations, please leave them in the comments. I tend to read more books on parenting, books on homeschool. I've been reading a ton of those the past year. Books on self-improvement like Atomic Habits I have by my bedside table. I'm like not very far into it. But one of my friends was saying you should read some books just for fun because most of the books I read are, you know, like helping me get better at something. But I think it is kind of nice to sprinkle in some of that here and there. So it's been really fun to read this book. Last, I wanted to chat about Orange Theory because I was doing Pilates for the past year and I started that because my core was extremely weak after I had Owen and Andrew recommended that I do Pilates. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I just loved it so much. But it got to a point where I was needing a little bit more out of it. I needed a little bit more cardio and I wanted to build some more muscle. So I had heard a couple people talk about Orange Theory. I was super intimidated. I'm always nervous to try something new, but I just went for it and Andrew's like, just try it out. And so I tried it out and it was such a hard workout, but I loved it. It was like my body needed that. And I just knew I needed to get more cardio in. I've been slacking on the cardio and I've got a lot of heart issues in my family. Even my younger brother has a heart issue, so I just have been really trying to focus on that these past couple months. So basically, let me like walk you through what it's like if you guys are curious. You either start on the treadmill or the rowing machine, and you have blocks of your workouts. So the whole class is doing the same workout, but half the class starts on the treadmills, half the class starts on the rowers. The rowers and the weight room kind of go together. So you're either running or you're doing weights pretty much. And I like to start on the treadmills because after I lift weights, the last thing I want to do is run 2 miles. But I feel like if I start on the treadmill, I just kind of get into it and it just kind of gets me going. I go in the morning still, and so when I get on the treadmill, I'm like half asleep and I just kind of daze out and just run. But what I like about it is that you have some competition, and it just kind of brings that out of me because you're doing the same thing as everybody else. And so it just really motivates you to try hard. So for instance, today's workout, we did interval training on the treadmill. So you're at a certain speed and then you do 45 seconds, taking it up a notch, and then you go back down to your other speed. But it's all individual. So you do what speed is good for you, or you do speed walking at a really high incline. After that block on the treadmill, you go to the weight room, and there's different intervals for the weights. And I like that too. There's TRX straps. You do some stuff with the step. You do upper body, lower body, abs, and then you do your intervals there with the weights. And then sometimes they weave in like the rowing machine with that. But I sweat so much and I just am so exhausted after. My appetite has gone up so much since starting Orange Theory. Like I feel like I'm always hungry now, and I just feel like I'm building a lot more muscle, which is what I wanted. I feel like Pilates served me well when I needed it. I feel like I'll go back to Pilates one day. I needed a little bit of a harder workout. I feel like I rambled a ton, but that's what I do when I sit down and I chat with you guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of format. I'd be happy to do more videos like this. That's it for today. So I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.